All right. Hello, hello. You should be able to hear me. In theory. In theory. So, you go ahead and post this. Start the music. How are you? Turn that down for myself. Alright, so, oh, that's right. In this version, you should now have, like, the quote I managed to refine, talking about Vajoon's wildlife, sort of. And it honestly was kind of helpful to refresh it for myself. Beyond the study window, it was raining, of course, the same acid drizzle that had eaten through the roof before Dooku had set some things to better repair. Hi, Blasto. In the distance, toward the seashore, while the music is up. Okay, so it's not just me. Alright, 1 second. I thought it was loud, but I wasn't sure. There. That should be better. How's that? Beyond the study window, it was raining, of course. The same acid drizzle that had nearly eaten through the roof before Dooku had set things in better repair. In the distance, towards the seashore, a few twisted thorn trees raised their claws at the dolorous sky. That's, I think, good. But the real ground cover was the notorious Vjun moss. Soft, sticky, venomously green, and passively carnivorous. A 2-hour nap on the stuff would leave exposed skin red, welting, and oozing. Alright. So I'm just gonna leave that up there. So, I was on the right track, but I need some spikier trees. I have sort of an idea. Oh, I could probably use these. Maybe. Maybe. It might make more sense to just go with the really small ones. Oh, these are the small ones. We'll come back to that. Might use these as well. Having a nice hot dogs with chili breakfast while watching the Kill Hall stream. Ooh, these might work. Yes. These spiky things. Even smaller, I'm not sure I want these. These are a possibility, but they do take a lot of work to put up. No, I don't think I want that. I'm wondering about the answer to the stream title. So I prefer Vjun, but there is apparently also a way that pronounces it Vjun. Like it treats the J as a silent, is it like a Y sound? Which, you know, that's fair, but I prefer Vjun. That's just me. could use these, but I don't want to commit to putting so many of them as would be necessary for the look I want. I think I prefer the first way. The first way being Vjun. Ah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. My trusty... I'm not sure who made this because it's not in the base game, and so it's apparently a TR thing. But this is a really good bush that I've like used for basically everything. For like filler. Vjun. Question is, yeah, I guess I'll go with these and this. You know what? I might put in the cart tree for a good measure. Then, of course, the trusty these guys. So it's gonna be a lot of props. Make sure everything else is in order first. I actually got pretty far like yesterday. Huh. Yo, Keel. Hey, Alex. Let me pop my back. Ooh. Sure, I want to start. I think I'll start with these little brown guys. Try to remember not to put down too many of them. Oh wow, I'm still under 1,000 objects, so yeah, if I spam these various plants, it'll still probably be okay. I completely missed that. I was so economic earlier on. Oh. Double posting them. I felt like today I would take it easy music-wise and just put the whole TBC soundtrack. Not really a rule of thumb to placing these. I just want them where they're sort of visible in gaps. Tree gaps, that is. Is that text box big enough for you guys to read, by the way? I can make it smaller or larger pretty easily, if anyone wants that. Let me situate my dog quick. Save while I do that. I'll be right back. Go outside? Come on. Come on. Yes. She doesn't want to. Going out, Lucy? No? Okay. Oh well. It's big enough. Size works for me. Yes? Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, did not need double post there. So, I went with coniferous, is that what they're called? No, pine trees. But I guess I wanted more spiky trees, but I don't know if we really have spiky trees. So, I have to make do. We don't really have a mansion either. We just have, what's it called? The Naboo models, and that didn't really feel on point or proper. So, it is what it is. double posting. It's very annoying. All right. So I'm gonna completely forego putting them up here, I think. Probably. Just because that would be way too many props, both in terms of workload and in terms of the lag they might incur, but yeah. I might put some of the other tree types up there though. Especially since they're out of bounds, so they won't be super visible anyway. You know what I need? I need to mix in some of those tree stump props wherever they are. That would be good. Those are always a nice little flavor. Oh, autosave. Hello. I now have 10 different saves in a backup folder. That's more than I usually have. But if it works, it works. I need to work on this better. This should probably just be a cliff. Let's see what this is at. That lowers it, okay. Let's try 80.4. I'm not letting the editor kill it again. I can't see. Okay. What are you working on anyway, Alex? Oh, here's an interesting tool I found out. If you go to edit, well, it's off screen for you guys, but if you go to edit in the top left and click reset passability, it basically sets the passability according to how steep everything is, which is kind of nice actually. It's not perfectly accurate, but you know, it's a start. And if like you're starting from a point of like having nothing done, passability wise, it's nice. So like I still have to do these whole mountains, and this forest is supposed to be off limits as well, but at least it does the cliffs nicely for me. So there's that. It's a nice thing. See what we had here. Okay. That's good enough if I ever have to touch the AW map editor. I mean, yeah. It's good from a starting at 0 point. Maybe less good if you're already pretty far into doing passability. But, yeah. Save that there. I think I'm basically done texture-wise. Except for some of the areas up here, I guess. Oh, right, that's right. I need to do something like this. Not perfectly neat, but see how that comes out. Okay, okay. I don't think I'll finish today, but I'll be pretty close. However, I do need to set up like the actual acid rain in the nature or water settings or weather settings or whatever, so that's one thing I won't have done today at the very least. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Alright, that probably ought to do it. Save that. See what other objects we had to put out. The spike bushes will probably take a while. The card trees probably will not. Go ahead and get to them. These, though, I might actually mix. Art do look kind of weird. I think I need another tree mixed in as well. Though I don't think on their own they're bad. I am back from eating. The chili was so spicy my lip hurt a bit. Isn't milk good for spiciness? I can't remember. Autosave. Just putting down all the trees. Okay. I'm putting out a bunch of card trees, as they are called, or tree card, which I think is because they're just they're sided, four-sided textures. They're basically this. But I'm hoping that mixed in with all these other trees they'll look good. Though I need to find a third kind of tree, not just the spike bush. The spike bush is going to help a lot. I need to find like an actual tree to mix in among these. Something kind of spiky, hopefully. I'm not quite sure what. I guess it makes sense to mix in some of these to this area, perhaps. Perhaps not. Might be better for visual consistency to not mix them. Where's the music from? This is Karazhan's theme from World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade. We've been pretty much listening to Karazhan most of this whole time. No problem. Karazhan was a fun raid. I never did it as like a raid, but conceptually it's fun, and it's always been a fun raid to like farm, like for fun later on, because the bosses sort of randomize a little bit, and like even if you ignore, like, what's kind of nice about it is that it's fun from a, it's about as fun as a raid can be in terms of you run in, kill everything in one shot, grab loot, and run out, farming for whatever purpose. Because now a lot of the bosses drop their own pets that you can collect. Some of the bosses randomly randomize which ones appear which week. Let's see what else. there are certain quest lines you need to do to unlock every boss first, which adds like sort of a sense of progression to it. And what else? Also, it's just kind of interesting because it's like very lore casual in that the idea is that it's a tower, a wizard's tower that exists between multiple realms, simultaneously existing in several different realms, so it kind of gets invaded by everything all at once. So you end up fighting like werewolves at one point. Actually, no, you don't fight werewolves. That's the interesting part. But it makes mention of them quite a bit. It's one of the main sources of very early Worgen lore. You fight things from space, you fight demons, you fight mutants from in between realms. Just neat stuff like that. It's also a tower that used to exist as like a completely normal tower before it went between realms, and so there's a lot of ghosts from the local area that have been trapped inside. And there's a lot of fiends and monsters that have been drawn by the magic in the area. It's just a neat little amalgamation of everything. Oh, did I mean to put these here? I guess it's okay. I guess the skinny trees are the best choice for an infantry-only area. Unfortunately, there's very little I could learn or show in terms of like map design for Karazhan because most of it's just a model, so or a bunch of models stuck together. But it's kind of cool. I like it. I have put down about 300 objects now. That's a lot, but at the same time, this is the main area where objects would go, so I don't think it's too bad. Because the area over there isn't going to get the same treatment with the trees. It's going to be all mountains and stuff. So I don't think that'll be an issue. Excuse me. Cool. Alright, let's see what other ones we got. Oh wait, did I do? I did not do this forest here. Can you delete textures in the texture set list? Like here? No, but when I have a texture that I don't want to use, I usually replace it with an all shaders, like one of these, because those show up really easily. That's my usual go-to. Oh, right. I gotta get these trees over here, too. It does look a little different without having it up here, but let's save. I need to think about it. Huh. Select all these card trees and try -4. Okay, that'll do. Save. Let's see what else. Should I try? I mean, there's the spike bush, which is tried and true for basically everything. I do feel like I need another kind of tree, though, like a proper tree. There is no none option for the bump texture. There isn't, but I don't know if you really need one. Because there's plenty of very smooth ones. Really none option for the texture path. So the thing to keep in mind with the bump textures is that Height textures in the texture set. The thing with not having a bump texture is it means that the specular color goes on full blast, so that usually doesn't look very good. Like the Camino terrain by default has no bump texture, so it's always super shiny until you give it one. If that makes sense. All right, temper it. Not palm trees, probably. Oh, excuse me. Maybe, but we'll see. Ooh. I don't think palm trees are the right call for Vjun, but that's interesting. Let's see what we got. I'll recreate the set in an empty map. You could. These mixed in would be good, I think. Huh. I suppose mixing these different kinds of maples together would be efficient. I don't think I want the red. I think this time I want the green, the two greens. What's the difference between this and... Okay. Oh. I actually like that. Huh. It does look rather more realistic, doesn't it? Try just randomly mixing some in. Autosave. Oh, autosave is definitely going to get longer when I finish with these. But I guess that's fine. Okay. That'll do. Let's go with 2 cluster no shadow. With the no shadow type, this shouldn't incur very much lag, even if I end up putting down hundreds of them. On your mark, get set. We're going on the internet, cyberspace. That looks nice, I think. Yeah, I think this will do. Save. Start with this area here. Oh, you know, here's something kind of. I don't know if you guys have you guys read Crimson Empire? Oh. Sadly not. Oh. Well, you can find a comic and audio drama combination of it on YouTube pretty easily. I've listened to it a couple times that way. It's rather enjoyable. As background music, noise, or whatever. Anyway, I was at Legends Con, what's his name? Randy Stradley or whatever. He said the Royal Guards were all meant to be clones, but they weren't allowed to say that yet. So but they needed to like imply it without saying it. So they showed when they finally showed Carnor Jax's face, it's the exact same face as, what's his name? The main character. I always forget his name. Kirkanos. Which is kind of an interesting thing. I have a good collection of comics, but some unfinished. That's fair. I don't keep up with comics nearly as well as I do books. They just never appeal to me as much. Find the 0 cluster, no shadow. Starting around here. Oh, these look so nice like this. There we go. Now, do I want to do this all the way around the mountains? Well, that was about 200 objects to do that, to do this whole area, so that still seems viable. I could probably do that. I'll have to remember to try mixing these in some other time. In the future, next time I do a big forest in the background. This is turning out pretty well. What's your favorite Star Wars comic, actually? I'm not sure I'm really asking for any to get into because it's just a hard medium for me to get into in the first place, but yeah. Just curiosity, I suppose. One right here. There we go. Yes, okay, I gotta do these now. Dog's looking at me very expectantly. I'll probably have to let her out in a second. Legacy, which is ironic as one of the collections I do have finished. Is Legacy actually good? Huh. I suppose Legacy I've never heard is bad, it's just people have issues with like the setup of basically invalidating the New Republic's progress so soon. Which admittedly I kind of have as an issue as well. Excuse me. Ship sailed a long time ago. Wow. But I can kind of respect the sentiment. I feel the same with sequels. Well, The sequels do it even worse because they also kind of destroy the main characters' stories. But then again, canon Han Solo is kind of just a scumbag, so. That's not just the sequels, it's also like the Solo movie. The thing I kind of discovered, but like kind of took for granted at Legends Con, was the realization that the whole idea that Han doesn't like slavery is actually something Brian Daley invented. It wasn't from George Lucas's notes. Which might be why canon Han, which would ignore Daley's work, is just kind of a scumbag. Which is kind of interesting to think about. I always just kind of took it for granted that, like, oh yeah, every media has Han with, like, a chip on his shoulder against slavery. The X-Wing series, the X-Wing comics are very fun. I did not like how they ended, like, it felt too soon. It was a conclusion, but it also felt like it came too soon. There was a lot of pathos I felt like could have happened that didn't. If that makes sense. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're still in Karazhan music. Interesting. Oh, it's the final boss, because it's... Okay, that makes sense. Save. I hope that doesn't... I guess overhead views don't matter that much, but... I guess I can just try putting in a few of these. Not quite as many as I normally would below, but... They don't need to be as intense up here. I was actually kind of surprised they killed off Ibatsim, or is it, how do you say your name? Ibatsam in the X-Wing comics at the end. Like, I guess I should have seen it coming, but I was still kind of shocked by it. I was happy to learn that Nurin appears in other places, though I haven't gotten to those other places yet. But I appreciate that. I suppose. Hey, Larry. Do you know that really, really old World of Warcraft had a band made up of the devs? They phased it out eventually because, like, I don't think any of them even work at the company anymore. And also it became kind of viewed as cheesy. But this was one of their songs. I think it played in the Warcraft 3 credits. How do you pronounce Vajoon? Vjun! In Jedi Academy, I believe it's Vajoon. But, I think. I have heard that it's Veeyoon in other sources. Ooh, this is definitely increasing the object count. But I think it'll be okay. I suspect I'll end up with less than 2,000 regardless. Certainly less than 3,000 at least. Bothaway and Mercure? Bothaway. Bothwooey? Bothooey? Bothawee? It's probably one of the best songs in WoW. The Pirate Tavern theme they added in TBC. One second. Right. But let's start at the bottom. Work our way across. Should make dinner, but I am lazy. Yeah, me too. Felt bad today for what someone implied to me on Discord. To me, Discord? Say what? There. Implied that they like the Marauder Cruiser, and I didn't have the heart to tell them that Rebels are losing it in the next update. Why are you choosing to remove, though? Just roster blow? Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I have to do this area now. It's one. Don't feel bad, my dude. The internet is something. It's a place of people calling too fast too soon. Did I get down here? I did? Okay, so I just have to get this section now. Save! It is canon, but Rebels did not use it in canon. The Hutt clan did so they can keep it. Okay, to Zon Consortium as a default unlock. The Rebels are getting a new frigate and a new cruiser, but they are losing Libera cruiser and Legacy Marauder. Well, there are more than one type of Marauder. The Rebel one is like a, in EAW, is like a refit with missiles. The OG one is turbo lasers. Actually, the Marauder Cruiser is another thing from Han Solo's Revenge by Brian Daly. When I think about it, it's from Bridgia, the little part with Bridgia at the beginning, where there's a Marauder Cruiser in orbit, which is basically all of Bridgia's entire navy. But it doesn't even really work. Like, the engines don't run on it or anything. The lasers might, but the engines don't. So when Han gets into conflict with the fascist Bridgian government representatives, he's like, don't even try anything, because my ship has more firepower than your entire government. 0001. No Marauder from X-Wing. Flight Colonel has a mixed turbolators and diamond missiles. Been a good run, but the Rebels do not use it in canon. Well, you know, you have to think of it in terms of game development too. Like, base game Marauder, and I'm assuming yours, is the basically space artillery, right? So, you're removing the space artillery. Are they getting a different space artillery as an option? Or are the Rebels going to deliberately not have space artillery? You have to think of it in terms of game design like that. 01, so 02. To save! Popular amongst CSA Hutt. Other pirate groups, but Rebels never use it. Empire rebels are using their space artillery. He's losing broadside cruiser as well. Oh. No artillery and cannon, but the honor share stores that full. It's on my possibility list. So it is a deliberate move away from space artillery combat. There we go. Save. Okay. Do I want to keep this? Probably not. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. Come on. Intentional being such a strong word. I'm going back can. Makes take time though. I don't know if this looks good or not. Have nose cam on, track community. Not bad. Well, I like it. I suppose it's fine. I'm just trying to decide if it adds anything being back there. Put one right in the middle. This is Vjun, yeah. What did you choose to do for Acid Rain? I already have an idea in mind, but I'm curious what other ideas people have. A fun learning curve. Let me save there. Okay, dog. Come on outside. Oh. I guess it has been about 80 minutes. I went with ground prop that causes damage over time effect. Also set to endless rain. Yeah, okay. That's something I considered, but I don't think it would be good unless like there was like a way to like shield from it, which would be very tricky. But after talking to Sean Stewart, who wrote Yoda Dark Rendezvous, which is set on mostly on Vajoon, I decided to not go with that at all, because in his version the acid rain is like damaging, but you like have it's more like realistic acid rain where like it'll hurt and burn you if you stay in it too long, but like just running through the rain quick isn't going to do anything to you. So less video gamey than Jedi Academy in his version. Also, he went with more ghost town feel for it and included wildlife and stuff. Screw it, leave it alone. So I'm arguably going more with his version, though it doesn't directly contradict Academy unless you take the whole lifeless thing very literally and assume that there is no life on the planet at all. Amusingly, both versions have green water, though his is a bit more jade blue. Well, it is what it is. What was it? Oh, but for the acid rain, my solution was actually pretty simple. It's going to be rain, but the effect is increases the damage everybody takes by 10% or 15%. So it's like damaging, but it's not directly damaging, and it's not just like you can just turtle and let the enemy burn or whatever. Full covered infantry immune. Well, good luck. It's not going to be easy, and it's be even harder to design around, so that's why I didn't want to do that. There. That's nice. Save. Yeah, I figured 10% or 15% increased damage across the board for everyone, or maybe just like the defense stat is reduced by 10 to 15% for everyone. It's a good way of handling it because it means that like the acid is not actually dealing like damage, which is a questionable mechanic, but it is definitely affecting the battle. See, I think now that I'm seeing this, I think it's pretty good. All right, let's keep going. You've given me things about. It's going to work on ATA RT Wild Worker, but I might play around with rain. I mean, I think since you can affect inaccuracy with rain, you should be able to like make it so that it affects the defense stat, right? I mean, I should certainly hope so. That's something I'll work on in between streams for this map. It's fighting me. Okay. That looks nice. What's that? There we go. It's arguably a little better. For a land prop I'm using, I might change what the effect does. Instead of damaging over time, just go with the -% to defense passive for specific infantry. That might be a good idea too. See, that's what I was thinking, because like, is it really a fun mechanic to engage with where you're just taking extra damage all the time? I'd argue it's not. It's sort of fun to inflict that kind of thing on the enemy, but to deal with it, it just means, okay, gotta heal my troops or let them die all the time. Going by, I think we still actually have the effect on Shola from the base game, but that's used for like, I don't know, 3 planets total. Shola is kind of tough to fight on, yeah. Is Shola fun? Not really. That's kind of my point. So, that's where the idea came from for me. Here. Come on. There we go. There. Save. That was a pain. AFK raiding my fridge, right back. No problem. Okay. Try something similar for this one. Ooh, autosave. Got it moved just in time before the autosave. Let's move this one over here. I'm driving myself crazy a bit, just because this feels very tedious. But it's also that it's not always cooperative. That ought to do. Save. Ugh, my goodness. $2,000 objects, and I'm basically done with the outside, with the forest. I'll probably end up putting like another 400 of these things out, maybe, since I'll put them all over. But that's not a huge deal. I should set out some of these now, I guess. This. There we go. Oh, probably just one more. Save. Okay. Alright, so the other thing to do, aside from passability, is set up the mountains here. Now that I look at this, it seems perhaps almost impossible that maybe I should have the starting landing zone right here. This is pretty defense heavy now that I'm looking at it. This is about equal distance. That's the closest landing zone. Maybe this should be moved up here, and then there should be one right here instead. That could probably work better. And this could just be a 5 pop, because if you're taking it, you're basically in the base, so. Yeah. Yeah, this seems like the better idea. And then This is a small map. It's not too small. Though it is only meant for a 4-pop. Let's see, I want this texture, okay. There we go. Oh, I was gonna put a forest here, wasn't I? I think I was. Forgot about that. Oops. All right. Well, I still need to make all the mountains over there and make space for whatever ever ends up happening with Bass Castle. I have returned. Alright, I was actually thinking, getting up and going and getting myself a drink. Not sure what. Actually, I might get a beer. I almost never drink, but why not? Actually, am I allowed to drink on stream? Well, I'm not showing it, so I guess maybe. I imagine if I had the webcam on, that would be a big deal. I mean, I could be lying and just drinking another LaCroix. Okay, I'm gonna go get some LaCroix. I will be right back, and actually I'm gonna use the restroom too. If you want to take a look at my Vajoon map, I can send it to you. You can judge or roast me and give me ideas if you like. I wouldn't mind that. Let me go use the restroom and get a drink. Flavored water, quick. I'll be right back. Ugh. I said I was going to get a beer and pretend it was the LaCroix, but I actually did get a sparkling water anyway. I didn't really feel like a beer by the time I got to it. Oh well. Ugh. I will take a look at it, but let me do this forest section first. Well, sparkling water. It's not really nearly as healthy. I think it gives me heartburn if I have too much as well. That's less fun. Go ahead. I wonder how fast I can do this. I mean, I know exactly what I'm doing, so. That's 0-2. Let's get 0-1. There we go. Now let's grab the... I'm not sure if these would actually add anything at this point. I might give them a miss. Where are the, here we are. These things, though, can still go on the outside and stuff. was gone for a little bit. How's the map going? I forgot to add another forest area, so I was just putting that together quick. It actually did go pretty quick too. Okay. Scratched up bricks now. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I need to go over here. Okay. Baby. All right. I need to steal this texture. Apply it through the middle of this quite a bit. This is not good. I ate my snack and I'm still hungry. Oh no. Consume! Devour. You can always have water. Makes you think you're full. Okay, that'll do it. Water, good old H2O. Save that. Probably put a set of buildings here. Might make some sense, I don't know. Maybe not. Right, the weeds. Not sure how much these are going to actually add, but we'll see. general rule for these, I'm going to try not to place them unless they visually appear. So that's basically mostly the edges. Because otherwise I could be placing these for hours. So I want them to mostly show up where they'll actually show up. Oh, autosave, hello. I am over 2,000 objects now. This is a good place for them because it bleeds these two forests together, kind of. Over the cliff. A bit more naturally. I refuse to believe you have not got over 2,000 objects before. I definitely have. There have definitely been some rather sparing maps. It kind of just depends on the setup. Mug Fallow was almost certainly less than 500, I bet. That was a very simple map in terms of objects. And texturing, really. It was just kind of simple in general. Okay. There we go. This is looking nice-ish. Okay. Any other forests? Ah, right. No, kind of right here. Okay. Alright, that's enough of the big one. Let's get the medium one. I'm not quite sure where I'll put the medium one. Maybe like these spaces on the outside. The infantry only areas, perhaps. Not sure if it's a good idea to use them out in the open like this, but then again, I got a better idea, I think. Just delete all the mediums. And then I'll put them in the infantry only area. Yeah, this will work nicely, I think. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Ooh. I like the sort of brambly look to it. Like, you can tell something's there, but you don't have a clear picture. And it blurs the trees really well, if that makes sense. Looks kind of ugly from an overhead view, but what are you gonna do? Is there anywhere else I can put these? Mediums? Or I guess I could just switch to small now. And small, I'm going to just... There we go. Scatter them everywhere. And hope I don't over-pattern their distribution. Although without grass jutting out, this might end up looking kind of bad. So that's something to be aware of, to be wary of. This was supposed to be trees as well. I can tell by looking at the texture. Oops. Crap. Yeah, I think all along here. Alright, that's another thing to do. Yeah, I want to keep them close to the tree line, but also, like, have them jut out a bit. Help them, have them help break up the terrain. What this needs is a second kind of small bush. That's what it needs. Just a single small one like by itself like this isn't gonna look good unless there's like a more colorful variant with it as well, I think. That ought to do it. Oh, auto save. Well, how much would they actually add to this area? I could put a forest here, but yeah. I'm not sure how much these are actually visually contributing as they are, but I forgot to mention, if you take a look at my map, all its vanilla assets minus the proffer damage. Oh, that's good. Okay. That is something I was wondering. I think I asked but never got an answer, but that was something I was wondering. I definitely need another bush for this map. Of some kind. Something that will stand out as strongly as the black does, but in a different way. Maybe that one small green bush. I don't know. I'll save there for now. Oh. Alright, I still need to put mountains here and run the forest along the side here. Probably put a capturable here. So like a gap capturable forest. Yeah, probably. That makes sense. I'll just save that for now. I don't like the way this looks in the preview. It looks a little too firm, but I have to remind myself that it's probably misleading. Probably. Alright. All base game, you say? Oh, I like this color joke. Well, I'm not sure what the sky is, but I like this color choice. Do I have objects hidden? It looks very barren. Like, I know it's barren, but like... Oh, that's a cute reference. I get that. You know, you probably ought to just make this impassable terrain. If you're going to have like a flying area units can fly through here. I don't really see a reason to leave this as flyable if this is shorter or whatever. What's the layout? That's the base. This is the starting landing zone, I assume? Let me see here. Base, out base, power generator. That's all right. Should make a path through here. You should, if this is the starting, which I think it is, you should definitely make a path through here so that, and you should have it connect to the river so that this is, when you start here, you're not forced to go just one direction for a long time. You can go two directions. Actually, let me try something quick. See here. Okay, let me change my screen for a second. Alright, so now you're looking at a snipping tool view. So these are the current paths that I'm going to draw here. Wait, actually, let me look at the map again. How much are landing zones worth? 5? Huh. Okay. So you go here, double back here for the landing zone, and then you go to the base, or you go through here. This right here is good. This here is also good. But unfortunately, how many landing zones are there? Is it just 2? You should definitely have at least 3 landing zones, generally speaking, if possible. So what I would suggest is this, then this. Although this does give a direct avenue for the attacker and defender, but that might be okay. Triple laser towers. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're very turtly, and that's not a bad thing. I think the one closest to the base is unnecessary. Oh, I just noticed something else. Actually, hang on. This is pretty good. That's good. That's a good thing. This you can just make fully steep. There is no reason anyone should be over here, so just steep it all out. You can leave this as here, though it's a little pointless. But this does not need to be clear passability. There's no reason anyone should be over here. And if they go over there, it's probably going to lead to glitches. So you can just block it off entirely. I think. So this is a landing zone. This is a landing zone. This should be a landing zone. No, that's good. Having multiple entrances to the base is good. The problem with the current layout is this is the only realistic way of attacking. Is you have to take this one path every time. Unless you have flying units. And then I guess you pretty much always go this way. Like, even to take out the outbases and stuff, you aren't going to go around here. There's no real point. With the landing zones as they are. And what you might want to do is make this worth 5. And then make this worth 3 and 3. That way you're incentivized to grab all 3. But you don't have to. You can attack the base with 8 with here, if it's an easy take. I'm getting messier and messier. Because right now, as I said, this is the current path, and only path is going this way, and then you'll never go through here. There's no reason to. Because you already control this. Unless you set down hover units here and attack this way, but I would just go this way, crow cross, then kill these things down here, and then go out into the base. I might remove this turbo laser, or actually move this turbo laser over here, or in a like right here-ish. Move one right here-ish. Move one here. And this one's probably okay, but I'd probably get rid of this one. Maybe just put one here. Because turbo lasers, you think they need to be against the wall, but they don't really. They can be in the middle of the road if the road is wide enough. Like, you can't put one here, obviously, but you can put one here and it's just fine. And this gives it coverage of, like, this whole area. This gives it coverage over here. This gives it coverage over here. This gives it coverage over here. And that's a pretty good spread. You generally don't want them crossing each other like these two do either. That usually just more frustration than fun. I like this though. This is good. This is good. This is good. You need it. This really needs to be a path though. And if you can, make the hovering connect over here. That'd be good. And honestly, you could leave them all as 5-5-5, but I might try 5-3-3. But I mean, maybe 5-4-4. I don't know. That might be fine as well. You never want only 2 landing zones. That's the worst thing some of the base game maps do. Is have only 2 landing zones, like Nalhutta or Mon Calamari. But yeah. Alright, that's my wizened feedback. I do like that the base is all under this one shield dome, though. That's good. You have a nice 2 out bases. This is actually pretty good as far as bases go. The turbo lasers are a little iffy, but the actual location of the bases, they're fine. I have no comments there. You could probably get away with putting a 5th one here. I don't know how many the cap is, but if you need a 5th one, I would put it here. If it's only up to 4, this is perfectly fine. One of the problems with TR is that we switched everything to 5 and 5. And while this was a good band-aid for problems at the time it was done, it did end up shooting ourselves in the foot by creating a philosophy of, oh, we always have to design for 5-5-5, when that's actually not fun. Let me find one of my own maps. What's a good example of one? I don't know if it's a perfect example, but oh wait, I got an idea. Wait, I'm losing my focus here. What else is new? Quell. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. That's okay. Here we go. This is Quell. Alright. Let's start by outlining where the landing zones are. This is a philosophy I came up with for a while back, and I think it's really good. So I'm going to mark all of the landing zones. What's convenient is that you can actually kind of see them with the texture change, because I gave a slight rust effect to them. This is the base, the out base, the generator. This is not necessarily the best layout, but it's fine in terms of these things. So this is the first base, the X. So what I like about the layout here is that you can go this way and then attack the base. And this will put, so this is worth 5, and every one of these is worth 3. So basically, in order to get to 10, you have to keep the starting landing zone and grab 2 others. So that could mean going here, then here, and that's 10. But that's actually kind of tricky because the defending forces, which I will use dark purple, are pretty much always going to come this way and this way. So if you go here, you're going to be fighting them pretty early on, right in the middle. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can be a little hectic. So if you're a cautious attacker, you can just go here and actually hole up here, send maybe a hero or a Jedi or a fast infantry to grab this one, retreat, and then basically turtle yourself in this little canyon. That's an option. Well, but you also have to hold off here and here. So it's not just a one front map, no matter what. But what I like about this map is that you can go with hover units all the way to here if you want to be hyper aggressive. And then there's also like these water crossing areas, which are just nice to have in general. This one does absolutely nothing for where it is, but it's fine. Okay, so the 5-3-3-3-3 or 5-3-3 method generally works pretty well, and it's one I rather like. Let me find another map. ITTs. I'm not sure what an ITT is. What was it called? Oops. This is sort of a weird one, but bear with me for the layout. So, actually I talked about this the other day. This one, so you start here, 5 pop, so you can go down here and grab this 3 pop landing zone. You can also go here and grab this 3 pop landing zone, or through this way, or this way. And then you can go and attack the base with 10 pop. And that's quite a long path, isn't it? You'll notice. Well, you can also just take out these out bases while you're at it. And so that's a lot of walking for only for getting 10 pop in this map. But there's a thing to it. This is a water crossing. This is a water crossing. Second. And this is an infantry-only path. So there, and this is actually, and then there's this, which is nothing yet, but it will be someday. So you have alternate ways to get into the base early. And, oh, and most importantly, this infantry-only path can get you to this landing zone early. So, and I don't know the ITT, not by that name. Is it based on a Kenner toy? I think we have that. So, long winding path or shortcuts based on your mobility type. Actually, this isn't even the best example. What's the best one to show? I wrote it somewhere. Forget it. Anyway, I've talked about this in other places, and I'll probably do a video about it. But you want to consider passability and having more than one route, as well as utilizing shortcuts for infantry and hover units, when possible. Anyway. I'll probably stop there for the day. A bit of a short one. Next time, I'll try to figure out the rain and probably work on the mountains and maybe add more trees. Yes, that's probably what I'll do. Anyway, thank you all for watching, everybody. Not sure what I'll go do, but I hope you enjoy the stream. Next time will probably be the last Vajoon one, because it's just a mountain, more trees, and acid rain, which if I've done the acid rain work in between streams, should be basically done. Anyway, the mountains might take a while, but we'll see. I don't play games. I don't play at all. I just got deja vu from that. Anyway, good night, everybody. I am going to go eat, probably.